Alrighty guys, welcome back to the best day trading and investing channel on YouTube. We're going to be talking about how to trade pre-market gappers properly. Now, a lot of people trade pre-market gappers just because these stocks are the stocks that everyone's trading. Now they have higher volume. Most likely they'll have some sort of catalyst or news, earnings, something along those lines. That's why everyone's pretty much looking at that stock to begin with. Now, a lot of people trade it two types of ways. Now, people are long traders and short traders. Long traders want that stock to go to the moon, soar all the way up. Now, short traders want that stock to sink all the way down. Now, on a lot of these low float or these, smaller companies, it's very hard to get shares available to short, and if you do, you're often paying ridiculous commissions and fees and everything like that, guys. It sucks. So that's why I am a long trader. So we're going to be talking about the proper way to actually trade these stocks, and pretty much how you can make anywhere from $200 to $500 within the first 30 minutes of trading. So pretty much what you have to look for to begin with. You need a stock gapping up pretty much more than 4%. Now, 4% is a very, very low number. I like to look for a stock that's pretty much gapping up more than 35. That's just my opinion, but really it doesn't matter. So looking at this stock here, we have a low of 180 and a high of where's the high? Let's just call that the high of pretty much 35. But when the market opens, it's around 28. So obviously this one is a high contender. This stock's gapping up just because I believe it was some sort of news. Now looking at the volume, it does have some higher volume. Now if we had our trade idea scanner up and running like we do every morning, now we would understand this stock has roughly 1 million shares traded, so it does have a little bit more volume than normal, so that's a good sign. Then the next thing you guys want to do is upward trend. Now this stock, as you can see, nice upward trend. It did have this gap up, and then it just consolidated. We want this stock to have an upward trend and is maintaining its pre-market highs pretty well. So that's what this stock's doing. Pretty much at the open, the stock's at 238. The highs are at 250. So this stock, no, you pretty much draw out the support and resistance lines from there, because you don't want a stock that is gapping up and then is just falling down like this and breaking through everything. You want a stock that is pretty much above these moving average lines. You want a stock that pretty much doesn't have any resistance in sight. Alright, so pretty much this stock here, guys, is looking strong. So we have high volume, we have an upward trend above moving average lines. Now the next thing you guys want to look for is the float. This is, I can already tell you, this is a low float. So this is anything under, pretty much, some people say 25 million, some people say 15, some even say under 10 million shares available to trade. Because that's what a float is. It's pretty much just the shares available to trade. It's super simple. So these low float stocks, if it has a high number of volume and it's low float, these stocks move a significant amount, guys. So pretty much what you do is you can go about this two ways. Let's remove some of these drawing tools just so you can, I don't have my mouse, so I don't have my mouse, so we can't. But actually, yeah, I don't. But alright, so you draw out the resistance and the support lines. So pretty much this is the gap and go strategy. This is the strategy that I use on a daily basis to make anywhere from $200 to $500 within the first 30 minutes. So what you will do, you draw out the high. So this stock has a high of 245 all the way up to 250. Now 250 is going to be our ideal entry, just because stocks have a tendency to hold support and resistance better at whole dollars and half dollars. So that's what we'll do. We'll level up, or we'll draw out 250. Boom. So now this stock is looking strong, even though it had all these big runs. Now the best play overall would probably be in this area for the break of that 250. Now the best entry on this chart is right here. It's clean, it's simple, low risk, setting risk below here. Now the reason why I would hop into this trade right here is for the break of 250. You don't want to buy in at 250 or even at 251, because the stock's gonna pretty much do a resistance breakout. It's gonna get a lot of buying pressure, and it's gonna pretty much soar up. It's gonna gap up, and that's what we had here. Even though, yeah, we had some bull flags, but I'm just saying, most likely this stock is gonna do this, but just closer to here. It's gonna start pushing up, and you're gonna get in before the pre-market highs for the break of that. Because if you get in for the break, you're most likely going to do a market order, I can almost guarantee, and you're going to get a crappy fill. And if you get a limit order, then the stock could be moving so fast where you don't even get positions filled at your price point. So it's just a waste. So I found better success getting in before the pre-market highs breaks. That's what we're getting in at. The pre-market highs, we're getting in at this stock. And right here we have this beautiful 1 minute micro pullback. So that's where we would get in. We would get in, 247, and setting our stop loss right below these moving average lines. Because looking at this stock hugs this moving average line. And every time it pretty much fails, like here, it sinks all the way down. So if this stock breaks through here, it could have a possible chance of sinking all the way back down to the previous support levels. So that's honestly the best way to trade these stocks, guys. Looking for 1 minute micro pullbacks right before the pre-market highs, getting in there. It's very similar to the gap and go. The gap and go is getting in for the pretty much right after at 251. Now that strategy does work very, very well, but often you'll get in the on a market order, or if you have a very, very fast execution platform, you can get in, but it's hard to do, especially on Thinkorswim. I just had better luck getting in before the break of it. So we're getting in before the break of the pre-market highs, but picking the stock is literally almost all of it, guys. You see how this stock gapped up and just maintained its highs. Yes, it was bouncing around in here, but as long as it's maintaining its highs, it's staying around there, that means buyers are interested. Buyers are interested right when the stock hits the open bell. There's two things that can happen. We can get a ton of sellers that are taking profits from the pre-market, and that's pretty much why we got this sell-off. It's just all pre-market takes. These people are just selling the stock. It hits this beautiful support level. Because we had support here, and then not to mention this 200 moving average line, which popped it up and soared up. Now, as you can see, the stock pretty much went to the moon today. Now, this section right here, this happens all the time during when the market opens. We'll get this huge buying pressure, and the stock will rally up before selling off. You gotta understand risk management on this, because just as fast as the stock goes up, it can go down just as fast, if not faster, guys. So that is honestly the best way to trade these pre-market gappers, is by picking the correct stock, using a trade idea scanner, finding a stock that's maintaining its pre-market highs, upward trend, low float, some sort of news, catalyst, earnings report, and then just getting in either before the pre-market highs or right after, setting your stops either below a VWAP, moving average line, or a price point, and then taking profits. Taking profits, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that is it though. Short video today. If you guys have any questions about this, guys, please leave it in the comments below. So that is it, though. Remember to always stay happy, stay positive, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend and a happy Memorial Day coming up here. So remember, no trading Monday. It's going to be closed, guys. So take care.